Cut through the drive-thru. Not getting a coffee today, but it's okay. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. On my way to work. Today I wanted to talk about branding, bicycle brands, different types of bicycle manufacturers. So let's see. There's really two levels, well I guess three levels of bike brands. There's the department store brands, like at Walmart, that are pretty low quality, but also very affordable, very cheap at least. I don't know, they're inexpensive, I'll say. Let's go straight. Then there are the majority of bicycle brands. Didn't make that light, let's make a right. And those include, that are quite a bit, they have a variety of different prices, but they can get pretty expensive too, or they can get pretty expensive. They include Specialized, Trek, Cannondale. Let's see here. Raleigh. Bianchi, Kona, Yeti, I guess. Yeti's sort of expensive for a mountain bike. Whew. I'm gonna make a right here, I think. Or I could make a left, depending on how traffic goes. And then the high-end brands like, oh geez, I can't even think of them all right now. I never bought a high-end bike brand. I actually never really bought a mid-level brand, a popular brand name at least. But there are some really expensive bike brands out there. I'll post some names in the description below. I'm not into big brands. I don't really care as long as it's a quality bike. The one thing about bicycles is, a lot of traffic today. One thing about bicycles is that you tend to get what you pay for, so I want to spin around here. Spin it around. You tend to get what you want to pay for, you know. Let's cut through here. Cut through the drive-thru. Not getting a coffee today, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, I tend to think you get what you pay for. I mean, what it comes down to primarily on a bicycle is the frame set, that is the frame and the fork, and the componentry. That is the derailleur, the shifters. So if you're looking to buy a used bike, you can pretty much figure out what you should be paying. Oh, pretty bad road. Based on obviously the condition, but and the name, that's one of the other things. But the frame, what it's made out of, and like if it's made out of some high-end steel or something. And going slow here. Slow, 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 slow. And components, like how high level they are. You know, if they're high level Shimano or something, Ultegra or Dura-Ace. There's a lot going on back here. Summertime. So yeah, with the bike brands, you know, I mean, you got two main positives to buying a brand name bike like a Trek, and that is warranty. A lot of the big brands have at least a lifetime warranty on any manufacturing frame defects. So if there is a problem or a problem batch that came out of the factory, they'll correct it for you. However, if you crash the bike, there's no one who's going to really cover you for that. That's why you get insurance. Although the only reason to get, which, you know, your bike might be covered by homeowners insurance from theft, but again, not from crashes. I don't know if there are. I mean, there might be a crash insurance bike program out there with some of the car insurance manufacturers. I don't really think it'd be worthwhile for some sort of monthly payment or a bi-annual payment for something for that if you had a really expensive bike. You know, we're talking, I don't know, multiple thousands of dollars, because now you're getting up into car territory. All right. Okay. Now, oh, horrible road in spots. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Like, do I prefer a Trek over a Specialized or whatever? I mean, again, the only difference really there is the geometry of the frame, I think. I don't have personal experience with these sort of, you know, some, I think like Cannondale had issues in the past where they had defects in their frame or whatever. What's the sign say? Employees and guests only. Let's go straight. So some manufacturers only make one type of frame or work with only one type of material, like Surly. Although I think there might be a couple of Surly bikes that are aluminum, but most of their bikes are steel. So yeah, the main difference I think is just the bike fit. Some people may just fit better on a Specialized frame than a Trek frame. Woo. Waking up. Make a left here. And so yeah, the positive of having a big brand name bike is that people know it. They recognize the name, and a lot of value is put into that. You know, it's something, there's something to be said about a company that's been around for, you know, 100 years or whatever. There should be some value in that, even if the company's been sold multiple times over decades. Let's make a right. So there's something to be said about that, like I said. So if you're ever really looking to sell your used bike, you know, you're probably going to fetch more money with a used Trek. However, the Trek's probably going to cost you more up front, brand new though, because most of the bike manufacturers have distributors, licensed or registered or whatever distributors, which is your local bike shop or bike dealer that are allowed to sell brand new Treks or whatever. So you're gonna have to deal with the markup on that. Let's go straight, see what happens. I've gone this way before. At least I don't think I have. Whew. A little bit of hill climbing. A little bit of downhill here. Just slight downhill. Whew. 26 miles an hour. Stop sign on a hill, I hate this. So, we'll just say screw it. Come up here on a flat surface and stop. Let's turn ourselves around. Okay. Oh. No one coming from the right. Still people coming from the left. Let's get out here a little bit more so people can see us. Oh. Okay, here we go. Clear to the left, clear to the right, basically. Alright. Gonna make a right here. That wasn't the most optimal way of getting across over here, but it worked. Single speed is all I need. Kiss. Keep it single speed. Whew. That's another thing. Most bike manufacturers either run SRAM or Shimano group sets, that is multi-speed componentry. I've read that Shimano Dura Ace, which is the highest level. Let's make a right, actually. Nice and slow. Shimano Dura Ace is slightly better than the highest level in SRAM, which is, I guess, SRAM Red. Let's see what this guy's doing. Let's let him go. And by that I mean quality of components, generally speaking, weight, the weight difference. For instance, I think most of the high level or most expensive parts, components on a bike are made out of plastic. Some people like to call it carbon fiber. It's just plastic though, as far as I'm concerned. And I sort of prefer metal parts, although I do have a carbon fork on most of my bikes to sort of dampen some of the road vibrations from riding a aluminum frame. However, this is a steel frame. It's a really nice bike. This is a Wabi single speed bicycle. They now have a multi-speed. I sort of wish I could try that out, but they only have one shop in LA, and it's really expensive, that bike, so I won't be riding that anytime soon. And they're a small brand. We're gonna go straight here. So yeah, it really comes down to resale value when it comes to the more fancy brands. Oh. Whew. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you around. Woo! Oh, it feels wonderful out here. Oh, nice and green. Oh, riding one-handed.